Hello, 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 my sweet, sweet friends. I am so excited to be filming this update video, and this is going to be kind of like an update as well as a vlog. I know that I had taken a little bit of a break from YouTube. I had shared on Instagram that I just needed to take a break. I needed to focus on other things. YouTube is just a creative outlet for me. It is something fun that I do, and it's something that I love sharing. Ever since I was a kid, I love to create, I love to share, I love to just like connect with other people. So, you know, of course, the same thing that everyone always says, like being on the internet is kind of fucking hard sometimes. It's really fucking hard sometimes. So, I decided to come and share Project Blissful Body again. I decided to not only come back and share Project Blissful Body, but I do want to get back into the self-love and just, you know, the self-love and just freaking spiritual woo-woo fun shit that I was doing. I really love being I love being a safe place for you guys on the internet, but I also have to feel like I'm in a safe place on the internet, and I don't think people realize how bad it gets sometimes, and that's okay, that's fine. People don't have to understand, and I just wanted to pop in and say hi, and I hadn't forgotten about you. And you know, on Instagram when I made the post about YouTube, I had said that it was not forever, and I meant it. I just needed time to gain kind of my own inner peace back, in the sense of, even though it's something where it feels like it's just online, where it feels like it's just on your phone, or you know, whatever it may be, it very much still sits with you and lingers in your energy field and lingers in your heart. And it's kind of like when you go to work and you deal with a big project, or a lot is due, or maybe you deal with a stressful conflict situation with a coworker or your boss. That's something that you go home and you still think about. And so, you know, really just giving myself time and compassion, and just compassion for being a human, but also building up the strength within myself of, you got this, it's okay, you got this, it's okay. So, you know, I just didn't want people to think that I was just popping in and like giving no fucks about, you know, being gone for a little bit. But I wanted to pop in because something that I mentioned in my videos that I published is that I'm getting married, and I am getting married, and it's so special to me. And it is so special to me, and the reaction of when I shared that I was getting married was, of course, people very excited for me. And then, of course, comes the part of people's judgments, people's assumptions, people's critiques. And I want to point out that trying to tear someone else down will never lift you up. So yes, I am getting married. I am marrying my best friend, who he was one of my closest friends when I first moved here. We met within a couple months of me moving here, and we stayed friends. And I mean, long story short, I have a bunch of stuff about Mr. Manifested, as I call him, James, my fiance. I'm still not over it. I have a bunch of stuff about it on my Patreon, and I did that. I chose to include it on my Patreon because it is something that's very sacred to me. And you know, reading things like I bought my own ring, or I wrote what he was gonna say to me when he proposed to me, was so disheartening, in the sense of, that's kind of, it's moments like that, it's people like that, it's just intentions like that that make it really hard sometimes to share. And I do hope that one day our world can get a little bit kinder. I hope one day that our world can get a little bit softer and care more about each other. But I just didn't want you guys to think that I just didn't care to mention it or say anything. And I care so much about it. I care so much about him and our life together and our family together that I just haven't said a lot about it. And I hope to share more, but I will share it in due time when it feels good and it feels safe to do that. So in the meantime, I have a video with him up on my Patreon. He shares the story of how we met and how he thinks he manifested me, and you know, stuff like that is over there. I have another video about him and just, you know, how I called him into my life and just how I think all of that worked. And it just is a really beautiful experience that it's really interesting because I always wondered if, when that did happen in my life, I always wondered if I would share it. I always wondered if I would want to talk about it. And I was so excited when it happened that I did want to share it, that, you know, I've been sharing parts of my life online for so long that it felt so exciting. And 99% of you guys feel like my best friends and my family, so wanting to share that, and then it almost feels sometimes like, you know, you'll share something with a best friend and then the moment they're upset with you, they use something against you. And those are the hard moments. Those are the really, really tough moments. So it's me figuring out a new normal, and me also just not lying about it. I'm not trying to hide that online is fucking hard sometimes. Other people are hard sometimes. And I guess it's just me asking, like, if you have nothing nice to say, like, please say nothing at all. Like, I am a normal person. I am a real person. Maybe I'm not normal. I know I'm not normal actually, but I think what bothers me is that the intention of some people really worries me sometimes in the world that we live in. And whether you like me or not, whether you're happy for me or not, I just wish everyone the best. And I wish just love for everyone. And I hope you find love. And I hope you find love within yourself first. And I hope you cultivate that love and share it with everyone around you. And I have cultivated enough love in my life to make my life purpose truly about helping others love themselves more unapologetically. And I am someone who I will forever love myself unapologetically, and I will choose myself unapologetically. I am sorry that sometimes I have to what feels like disappear for a little bit, but really what that time is me grounding into my own life, remembering that there is more than just, you know, this online bubble that we sometimes live in. But this online bubble also brings me so much freaking joy and so much like creativity, and is just one of my greatest outlets that I refuse to ever give up. So just know that I love you and I'm excited for this new chapter, and I am just such a new level of happy, I guess. I don't even know how to explain it really, but I'm just so happy. And I guess it feels hard because I know that so many people are gonna watch, or not so many, but like that people are going to watch this and not be happy for me or want to find something wrong with the situation. And I guess all you can do in those moments is just know that your own happiness is enough. Know that your own happiness is enough. But we are currently renovating our home. We move in there probably end of October-ish. Very exciting, very exciting. Big adult things happening. Who knows if I'm gonna upload this. I hope I do. I will. I won't edit it, I'll upload it. Getting back in the flow, guys. Getting back in the flow. And I guess I just, my issue is that I would just, I don't know. Because whenever you talk about it, people get mad. And then if you don't talk about it, you just sit in it. You sit with the poison in your own heart. It's a double-edged sword in this world. What an interesting time to be a human. I love you. I love my fiance. And I love the life we're creating together. And I love that I'm marrying my best friend. I love that I'm marrying someone who just handled all of this going on in the world with such grace and was a rock for me. And I've never felt more me. I've never felt more grounded in my own life, confident in who I am, and sure of what I'm doing. And I know they say that comes with age, so I'm sure that's why it might feel like I just keep saying that. But it's true. It comes more and more and more and more. And you get to be unapologetic every time. Every time. I love you. Maybe I'll make this its own separate video. So we have a little update, and then we can get back into Project Blissful Body. I'll leave some links down below for you guys, some things that you've missed out on. I've created more courses. I've started a Patreon. And I just took all these things that I've learned and I've embodied and that I've truly changed my life with, and I'm like, we fucking all need this energy. We all need these things. Thank you for growing up with me on here. And I'm such an ugly crier, but thank you for always supporting me and being there for me. And YouTube is so special for me to me that it's hard sometimes that I feel so conflicted about it. But that's that. I will definitely be uploading this video separately, not to get all fucking Laura Lee on everyone, but that was no shade to her. I mean, she's living her truth. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna cut this off before shit gets weird.